And now, from WSYX TV Columbus, this is 6 on Your Side News.
It's really something that you can't express in words. There's some things in life that you can't do it.
An Upper Arlington father tries to find a way to say thanks to the family who saved his son's life. Also, the constant battle to dry out the greens at Muirfield, heading into the Memorial Tournament. But the big story tonight, a potentially explosive situation brewing in the skies over Columbus. Hello, everyone. I'm Terri Sullivan. Now, it is the same system that has wreaked havoc all over the Midwest. This tornado was captured on home video near Dover, Missouri. Dozens of tornadoes ripped through Missouri and Iowa overnight, leveling homes, uprooting trees, and knocking down power lines. And it's not over yet. Let's bring in John Hickey now for a first look at what we can expect. John, how bad could it get tonight?
Well, it doesn't seem like it's really going to be as bad, of course, as it is in the Midwest. There is a potentially volatile situation whenever you have the clashing of air masses. We have this warm and very moist air mass moving up, tapping into moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. So as that moves up and then clashes with the cooler air, that will be meandering its way through the Great Lakes region. That is where we're going to have the potential for some severe weather to develop. For the most part, most of the severe weather will probably be confined to the northwestern portion of the old Buckeye State. But there is the possibility that we could see some thunderstorms developing probably in about a couple hours or so, and some of those could be severe, and it's also pretty windy out there right now. So there is the potential for some possible wind damage, and of course, as these thunderstorms do develop, or if they do, because of the warm air mixing with the cooler air, then we could see some problems. I will have your full forecast coming up in a little bit with more detail about this situation. Okay?
Okay, thanks a lot, John. Well, if you have ever attended the Memorial Tournament at Muirfield, you've probably watched it in the rain. And who can forget the heavy rains that actually canceled the final round in 1990? As Stu Nicholson reports, rain is, again, very much on the minds of Memorial organizers.
Rain. Oh yeah, like we need more of it. Rain, the enemy if you're a golfer. At Muirfield, Mother Nature might as well be the wicked witch of the West. But there are no magical ruby golf shoes to click heels and dry it up. Only a hopeful forecast.
Monday, chance of showers in the morning, clearing in the afternoon, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, clear as a bell. Possibility of some showers on Thursday, and that's about all as far as they'll commit right now.
Now, you might think rain would be somewhat of a dirty word around Muirfield at Memorial Time, what with all the rain they've had in the past, especially 4 years ago when the tournament was actually shortened by rain. But this rain, this Sunday before the tournament, is actually being looked at as somewhat of a good omen.
If you look back at last year, we had a driving rainstorm on Sunday afternoon prior to the start of the tournament, and the rest of the week was the best weather we've ever had.
No sooner said, and it pours. And this is a good omen? Looks like a tidal wave on the 18th green. And even with one of the tour's best ground crews getting the course back in shape after every shower, rain and the Memorial continue to have an intimate history. Stu Nicholson, 6 on Your Side, Dublin.
Now, so far, the ground crew has been out cleaning up after the rain 5 times today. Here's a look at the week at Muirfield. The first 3 days, there are practice rounds. Tuesday also includes the skins game. And Wednesday, the honoree ceremony. Then first round play begins on Thursday, and the tournament finishes up with the final round on Sunday. You can see the final 2 rounds right here on 6 on Your Side from 3 to 6 both days. And don't forget to tune in for special Memorial Tournament coverage starting Wednesday night at 11:35 right here on 6 on Your Side. The word is out on the streets, but it seems many Central Ohio drivers still haven't gotten the message. The State Highway Patrol says it handed out some 830 speeding tickets between midnight Friday and midnight Saturday. That's down somewhat from the more than 900 the night before. The Highway Patrol announced that it is stepping up efforts this weekend, concentrating on areas viewed by some drivers as safe for speeding. 11 people in Central Ohio face drunk driving charges now, caught at last night's sobriety checkpoint. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office set up the checkpoint on Westerville Road south of Ennis. In all, police checked more than 800 vehicles, with 35 drivers receiving citations. One person was charged with felony fleeing and assault after trying to run through the checkpoint, striking a deputy in the process. The deputy wasn't injured. Last night was the latest in a series of planned checkpoints this summer. A sobering discovery near Dayton this morning. Darke County Sheriff's deputies were called to a home near Union City on a report of a standoff. But inside, they found the bodies of 2 men. Detectives are calling it a murder-suicide. They say one man was shot while sleeping on a couch. Deputies aren't saying what sparked the shooting. A Columbus girl continues to recover tonight from a plane crash that claimed 2 lives. The 8-year-old was a passenger on the small private plane when it crashed while landing on a rural airstrip near Weston, West Virginia. Another 8-year-old girl survived, but her parents did not. Authorities aren't releasing any names. The FAA is trying to figure out exactly what caused the aircraft to go down. When 6 on Your Side News continues, we will tell you about the local family who is receiving the gift of life and thinking of another family far away this Memorial Day. Also, remembering those who gave their lives fighting for freedom. Stay with us.
The tradition continues all this week as 6 on Your Side brings you exclusive coverage of the event that Jack built. The tournament. The bear. The victory. The memorial. Don't miss Memorial 95 highlights starting Wednesday at 11:35 only on 6 on Your Side.
There is only one total body fitness machine that gives you a complete aerobic workout while stretching and toning all large muscles at the same time. This is it. There is only one fitness machine that is whisper quiet and totally non-impact. This is it. There is only one fitness machine recommended by fitness expert Covert Bailey to burn fat, lose weight, and keep it off. This is it. If you're looking for the best time to take action, get off the diet merry-go-round, lose weight, and keep it off, this is it. Call now to order your Health Rider or receive your free informational video and brochure.
We've got some great news for you during your Lincoln Mercury dealer's Big Spring Celebration. Now lease a Mercury Villager for just $259 a month, or buy one and get $750 cash back.
What?
That's right, $259 a month or $750 cash back. There's a great selection and a wide range of options, and they're dealing on everything in stock, all during our Big Spring Celebration. These deals are for a limited time only, so hurry in today.
The celebration can't last forever, so see your Lincoln Mercury dealer now.
This Memorial Day is carrying special meaning for an Upper Arlington family. They are giving thanks to a young boy whose death saved the life of their son. 6 on Your Side's Michele DeSelms has this special story from the newsroom. Michele?
Well, Terry, like many of us, the Warman family signed the back of their driver's license and then never gave another thought to organ donation. That is until 2 years ago when their 13-year-old son Brian got sick and needed an immediate liver transplant. Now, Brian was one of the lucky ones. He received the liver just 8 days after being put on the list. A happy ending to what could have been a very tragic story, but the story doesn't end there. Like most organ transplants, Brian's second chance at life came from someone else's death. In this case, a 10-year-old boy named Brandon who had been killed in an accident. The Warmans contacted Brandon's family to try and find a way to say thank you for saving their son's life.
They made a difficult decision in one of the darkest days of their life that saved his life.
Up in heaven, you're not going to need your organs. God will keep you through it the whole way without your organs.
Now, Brian is now 16 years old. He is fully recovered, and Terry, by the way, he isn't the only one whose life was saved by the 10-year-old boy. All of Brandon's organs were donated, so the lives of 6 people were ultimately saved.
Wow, what an amazing gift. Yeah, thanks a lot, Michele. Well, 8 Ohio veterans, nearly forgotten after all these years, are being remembered this Memorial Day. The McKendree Church Cemetery south of Cleveland and Ennis will be the scene of some ceremonies tomorrow afternoon to honor 7 Civil War veterans and 1 from the War of 1812. The graves will be rededicated with full military honors. and even a Civil War-era artillery piece. When we come back, we will have more information for you about the threat of storms blowing this way tonight and the festival that is still going strong despite a few raindrops. Stay with us.
I just can't afford the car I want.
Your Chrysler Plymouth dealer offers our biggest cash back ever, or our lowest interest rates ever, or our lowest lease rates ever on Plymouth Neon, Chrysler LHS, Concord, New Yorker, LeBaron Convertible, even the Car of the Year Chrysler Cirrus. We hear you, and we've got your number. Our biggest sale ever at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer now.
Can you visualize a place that feels like you know it well? A place with people who are professional, but are more like good friends? Friends who show the care that Central Ohio families have known for 6 generations. Then you know that this must be the new Shettinger Funeral Service, Worthington Chapel, designed in harmony with the rich colonial history of Worthington and dedicated to the comfort and concern that makes Shettinger a name worthy of your trust.
For over 40 years, when they needed information, Central Ohioans have turned to 610 WTVN. Today, News Radio 610 WTVN AM has the largest, most experienced radio news staff in Columbus. Add to that, early mornings with Bob Connors, the ABC Radio Network, sports with George Lehner and ESPN, and Radar Weather Watch forecasts. And you have the Columbus source for news and information. News Radio 610 WTVN.
This is the popular Honda Civic. This is you. The question is how to get you into here with as little of this as possible. The answer is here. Because for a limited time, your Honda dealer is offering 2.9% financing on all Civic sedans. Don't wait too long, because this is only good for that. And then you'll be out of this. So go see your Honda dealer.
Soggy skies, but no soggy notes at the Big Bear Rhythm and Food Festival. The bands played on even when the skies opened up around noontime. Still, chefs kept the grills hot and chock full of food. Tonight, Dr. John is scheduled to entertain the crowds. Showtime, 9:30. Well, meteorologist Joe Parise is off tonight, and for a good reason. He became a daddy today. 8-pound, 4-ounce Jaden Joseph Parise joined the world. He entered the world at 7:10 this morning, all 21.5 inches of him. Tonight, baby and new mom Lisa are doing just fine, and I don't know how Joe is. I think he's floating somewhere up here, huh?
He is definitely floating. It's their first one, right? So
it is. He's
excited,
yeah.
That's a big baby, too. 8 pounds? Something?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Congratulations. That's excellent.
So now all eyes are on you.
Now I got the duty of giving you guys. Yep, and I have to give you a good forecast for Memorial Day, and it really is not going to be all that bad with all the volatile situations available to us, not only today, but again for tonight. We may salvage a nice day tomorrow as well, as things should start to clear out. So it looks like all our energy occurred over the evening hours, so that's really not that bad for us. It wasn't that bad of a weekend. There you have a beautiful live shot from the Rhythm and Food Festival, the Big Bear Rhythm and Food Festival. And it is 79 degrees for everybody in Columbus. The humidity is 67%. The barometer is steady. And the winds are out of the southwest, but gusting to 25. There's a high wind advisory in effect for all of Ohio till about 10 o'clock tonight. Here's your almanac page for you. 79, of course, is the high right where we are. Sun will set at 8:50. The normal high is 76, normal low 54. And today we got about 1/3 of an inch of rain since midnight. All right, well, here is the highs from yesterday, and look at what's going to happen. For today, we have a pretty good surge of energy coming up, lots of heat moving up in through the Ohio River Valley. And that is what's giving us that very nice day today. But it's also providing the problems that we are experiencing today as the warm air is starting to clash with this cooler air as it moves into our region. So when the cooler air starts to come in later on tonight, meaning with that warm, moist air, the problems will be rising here for us in Ohio. 79 checking in here in Columbus, but look at Toledo. Boy, they jumped up to 81 degrees, and it's in the 70s everywhere, but Youngstown, there's a lot of cloud cover, is checking in at 66 degrees. Well, here we have the big weather system. This is just one storm system pretty much dominating the United States. There it is, centered right in the upper Mississippi River Valley, and that warm, moist air, as I mentioned, is just meeting with that cold air, and this cold front should move on through and cause problems for us tonight and hopefully clear out by tomorrow. In fact, the forecast map for tomorrow has that cold front passing through, so we'll be a little bit cooler tomorrow, and then the backside moisture, this is going to be kind of out of the way. So we'll have mostly cloudy skies, and then hopefully Mr. Old Sun is going to try and bust its way on through so we can have some barbecues firing up pretty much all afternoon tomorrow. So I think the morning is going to be the worst time, and things are looking good for the afternoon. Here we have the information for tonight. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, possibly severe, as I mentioned, so there is a potentially dangerous scenario setting up for tonight. And hopefully for tomorrow, we will see mostly cloudy skies and just a pesky shower lingering around out there. So it's really not going to be that bad, a high of 75. And for tomorrow night, clearing and mild. It's looking pretty good, a low of 55. And your extended forecast has Wednesday, Thursday looking pretty good under fair skies. Tuesday, the sun's out with reckless abandon. And then Friday, the showers and thunderstorms return to the forecast, so temperatures in the 70s throughout the period. So really, I mean, I don't think it's been that bad. We had problems that, oh my gosh, it's going to be a lousy weekend. It really wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Right.
You weren't out in the rain today.
No, I wasn't. Well, it was raining early, but it wasn't too bad in the afternoon.
Okay. Thanks, John. Controversy at the finish line in the Indy 500. We will show you the rookie who crossed the finish line first and the long road that got him there. Anthony Rothman is up next with sports.
Sunday and Monday, it's the Memorial Weekend sale at Schottenstein, where you'll save 40 to 60% on boys' Famous Maker swimwear, featuring embroidered logos, now only $3.99. Plus, save 50% on girls' 1- and 2-piece swimwear, your choice only $6.99. And save 70% on these solid print or color block silk shirts, now an unbelievable $3.99. Red hot deals this Sunday and Monday only during the Memorial Weekend sale at all Schottenstein's locations.
Problem, you notice your paint is chipping a bit. Solution? Go to Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse, because Lowe's knows you want an incredible selection of colors and everything else you need. All the best brand names, including 100% acrylic severe weather paint, guaranteed for 15 years, and like everything Lowe's sells, at the guaranteed lowest price. So how do you protect your home? Lowe's, because Lowe's knows paint.
Shop Sun this Memorial Day weekend and save, because through Monday, Sun is offering 12 months same as cash on any purchase over $200. Like this Zenith 25-inch remote color TV for only $247, and this Sharp 27-inch stereo color TV with remote and displays for just $337. Get 12 months same as cash on TVs, appliances, computers, and any purchase over $200. But hurry, this special financing offer is good through Monday only at Sun Super Savings Center.
The race is on for spectacular deals on every new Dodge in stock. Current owners get up to $23.60 off 95 Dodge Caravans, including air at no extra charge. Or get a great deal on Dodge Dakota and Dodge Ram, the pickups with higher resale than Ford, Chevy, or GMC. So get to your Dodge dealer today, because with deals this big, these Dodges will be going fast.
This segment is brought to you by Dodge. See your local Dodge dealer today.
Anthony joins us now with sports. I heard a lot of screaming as the Indy race finished today.
Yeah, a lot of action at Indy and, of course, controversy. How you doing, everybody? We've got a winner who looks like he just got his driver's license, and a bunch of veterans who would like to have a little word with race officials. A controversial 500, to say the least. 33 cars and gridlock on the opening lap. Stan Fox gets down too low and has to correct it. He takes Eddie Cheever with him into the wall. The entire front half of Stan Fox's car disintegrates, leaving his legs exposed. He is in serious condition with a head wound. 6 cars were knocked out on the first lap. More frustration. Ari Leyendyke in the Menard trying to pass Scott Sharp at 200 miles an hour. Tells Sharp he is #1. The Tasman Hondas running strong until Andre Ribeiro stalls with electrical problems, and his day is over with 76 laps left. Bobby Rahal went from 21st to finish 3rd, but he was penalized for speeding in pit lane. It may have cost him a shot at his second victory. Jimmy Vasser has the lead with 28 laps to go, but Vasser bites the wall. And with 16 laps to go. Scott Pruitt right behind the leader, Scott Goodyear, and Pruitt spins and suffers. He's okay, but the crash would set up a showdown between Goodyear and Jack Villeneuve. But as the caution period ends, Goodyear passes the pace car before it enters pit road. He was penalized, putting Villeneuve, last year's Rookie of the Year, into first, and eventually the winner's circle. The 24-year-old Canadian comes from 2 laps down. He had been penalized shortly after the 100-mile mark, but today he makes his mark at the Brickyard, finishing first. Christian Fittipaldi is second. Bobby Rahal third again for the second year in a row. Team Tasman 14th and 18th. Boiselle finishing 20th, but it was Villeneuve's day.
You know, it's my best feeling I've had so far in motor racing. And, you know, if there's one race you want to win, it's this one. And if there's a race you want to win over and over and over, you know, make sure you pick this one.
The restart, if you're passing 4 or 5 cars in a restart, I guess I can certainly understand that, but you're the guy that's leading the race, and which really shocks me. And
I'm thinking I'm going to protest before 6 o'clock tonight.
Just what your telemetry showed, he never exceeded 100?
Said it showed he did 93 miles an hour. They said he did 109. When I went up to talk to him, they wouldn't even listen. It's normal down here, so that was ridiculous.
No official word on that protest by Carl, but all I can say is that's racing. Now to the NBA playoffs, and the road team has won the first 3 games in the Western Conference Finals. San Antonio hoping that trend would continue. At Houston, and the Dream doing his thing. Olajuwon inside the bucket and the foul, 20 points for him. But the Spurs kick in with Rodman to Sean Elliott, and lights out. Spurs by 9.5. Dennis the Menace, 19 rebounds, but doesn't like to have his picture taken. The Nikon gets a little smack, so whoever camera that was didn't get a shot of this. David Robinson, 20 points, dunking the Spurs to a 103-81 win. The series is now 2-2. Now to baseball. Somebody break up those Cincinnati Reds. They've won 7 in a row. At St. Louis, Reggie Sanders continuing to blast the baseball. High and deep to right, and Reggie, you can coast. 3-0 Cincy. Top 5 more long balls. Brian Hunter off the former Red, Danny Jackson. Hunter's first 4-bagger of the season. 9-2. The Reds win at St. Louis. Tim Pugh gets the win, his second of the year. To the Kroger National League board, San Diego a winner in 10, Colorado over Pittsburgh, San Francisco beat the Mets, Cubbies win, Atlanta over Houston 3-1. The Indians at Toronto, big bats today. Manny Ramirez hits a bomb to left, his 12th of the year, and it's 1-0 Indians. Now Tony Pena off Danny Darwin, and Darwin has no theory to explain this one. 3-0 Tribe. Top 8, Jim Tomei takes one deep, and this one is gone. Number 6 on the year for Tomei. 5-4 Indians in the 9th. Bases loaded now for the Jays. That's Jose Mesa. Ed Sprague, the little twin killing, and the Indians get out of it. 5-4, they hang on. Charles Nagy gets win number 3. Mesa closes for his 8th save. Home run derby at Detroit. The White Sox and Tigers setting a major league record. 12 homers combined in this one, but the White Sox, 7, 8, and 9 hitters, hit back-to-back-to-back shots. Durham, Karkovice, and Graybeck, not exactly a murderer's row. The Sox win 14-12. On the Kroger AL board, Texas beat Minnesota 4-2, KCU winner, and those are your AL scores. The Clips fall 6-1. New Clipper and former big leaguer Todd Benzinger goes 2 for 4 against Norfolk. Last year's Memorial winner gets his first win since his victory at Muirfield, and it's the weekend before he comes to Dublin. Tom Lehman birdies 17 and 18 to win the Colonial. He steals it away from Craig Perry, and he does the winner's trot. He'll probably run all the way to Muirfield. How about that? And now the Sports Stumper, and we stay on the fairways. The question, what was Jack Nicklaus's first tourney win? I'll give you a hint. The year was 1962. His first year on the tour, and we'll give you the answer at 11. By the way, New Jersey beat Pittsburgh in hockey, so the Pens are out of the playoffs.
Thanks a lot, Anthony. Well, up next, we will get a last look at tonight's weather to send you into the evening, and we will show you the Memorial Day being remembered at an American Indian powwow.
This Harvey Penick golf tip is brought to you by 6 on Your Side.
If you're having trouble with your putting, don't be afraid to try cross-handed. Putting cross-handed helps keep the left wrist from breaking down. Tom Kite goes back and forth between cross-handed and regular putting, but he's won an awful lot of money with that cross-handed grip.
Toyota's hottest line ever assembled is here, and your Toyota dealer has super deals on the super models. Camry starter on the low, irresistible $16,830. Camry special low $229 a month lease gets you the car that's the gold standard. It's Toyota's Summer Collection 95 sales event. You're invited to experience the all-new Avalon, Toyota's flagship, at an extraordinary low starting price. Super models, super deals at your Toyota dealer now.
Seattle, average rainfall 39 inches. Phoenix, average high 103 degrees. Minneapolis, average low 7. Every year, Anderson windows and patio doors stand up to the harshest sun, the coldest wind, the hardest rain. So much for the law of averages.
Champion Enclosure is the perfect setting to get away from it all without leaving your home. Champion Enclosures are built to add value and make extra room for your family and friends at a fraction of the cost. Champion Enclosures are for special people and occasions, for outdoor living with indoor comfort. Call the company with over 42 years of know-how. Champion Enclosure Company.
Call Champion today at 876-2660 or visit our factory showrooms in Hilliard off I-270 south of Cemetery Road.
I'm here at Muirfield Village with a 95 Ford Explorer.
Because if you want to play your best, you have to look your best.
The Explorer's been redesigned with an aerodynamic exterior and a new interior with standard dual airbags. And with Control Track 4-wheel drive, you can get out of any hazard.
Ford Explorer, official truck of the 1995 Memorial Tournament.
An Explorer has more room than any leading vehicle in its class. Hey, playing 18.
Cellular phone service provided by Cellular One, making communication simple.
Look at the movies. There's stormy weathers tonight at 9.
Stormy weathers. Well, that's tonight at about 9. Maybe we will be seeing some stormy weather as well, because looks like there is a potential for some bad weather out there. But for tomorrow, it is going to be not that bad. Maybe some showers in the morning hours, but really, it's looking okay for your barbecues and all that fun stuff you're going to be doing tomorrow.
All right.
And Dr. John today, right?
That's right. Tonight at 9:30.
Tonight. Okay.
We'll see you then. Well, finally tonight, a special memorial powwow this Memorial Day weekend. Native Americans gathered at the Fort Hays Educational Center today. 45 different groups represented. In addition to the traditional dances and songs, Native American arts and crafts were displayed and up for sale. The powwow continues tomorrow. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 11.